My name is George Jackson, and I am the lighting designer for Vote. It started in college. I didn't really get into lighting until I went to Valencia College, and I went to the film program. And part of film is you had to take theater as a prerequisite. And so through that, I was able to discover my love for theater. But I went ahead and finished my film degree and then went back to take theater, and I've been here in theater pretty much ever since. It was great because Vote had a lot of different settings in the past. It was a little bit challenging because there wasn't an audience, so I was lighting for the camera, which is a little bit different than lighting with audience. But I liked the challenge, and I had to focus a lot on the people instead of the background. Whereas with theater, I would do a lot of big look shots. With this one, it was really up on the people, the expressions, and the modeling of their features. So the way I lit it accordingly is just like if you lit a movie or a TV show where there was lots of light and coming from different directions to really shape the body. What I discovered the most was basically the video component again, which was different than how I typically light stuff. So I was able to really hone in on features of the person, like when they zoom in with the camera and they showed close-ups. So I really paid a lot of attention to where the light was coming from and what color it was and how bright it was, whereas normally with normal theater shows, I'm not as concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the total picture. So I think that's one thing I really got to pay a lot of attention to with this show than I do other ones. The detail I'm the most proud of is probably the Sojourner Truth moment. Because for a lot of the scenes, I try to splash some color and stuff and make stuff interesting with shadows. But with the Sojourner Truth moment, I wanted it to look like she just popped out of a picture back then, which had that sepia tone to it. So I did my best to try to create that look, and I was pretty happy and proud with what I came. And it was just very simple, and the light was pretty dramatic because it was coming from side lights, coming from one side and one side. So it had a little bit of definition and shadows. But with the color I selected, I think I accomplished it, and it looked like she just popped out of the book. So it was great. This was an educational show, and I love educational shows because I've done quite a few of them, but I think part of the role of theater is to educate people. And this, especially at this time right now, it is very important, the role of, especially Americans have to vote and why we're all here. So I hope they look at this show and they look back into history and how much effort and how long it took to get to where we are right now. So I'm hoping they leave here with not a question mark, but hopefully an exclamation point when they go out to vote today.